Imagine a man so ahead of his time that his ideas, sketched on parchment over 500 years ago, are only now becoming a reality. A man whose mind transcended the boundaries of art and science, creating designs for machines that wouldn't be built for centuries. This man was Leonardo da Vinci. While the world knows him as the painter of the Mona Lisa, few realise that he was also an engineer, inventor, and visionary. From flying machines to war engines, Leonardo da Vinci's inventions were centuries ahead of their time. Let's explore some of his most fascinating and futuristic creations. The flying machine, Leonardo's dream of human flight. Long before the Wright brothers took to the skies, Leonardo da Vinci was obsessed with the idea of human flight. Inspired by the flight of birds, he designed a contraption called the ornithopter, a machine that mimicked the flapping motion of wings. His sketches show a large pair of wings attached to a human pilot who would power the machine by pedaling. While Leonardo never built a working model, modern engineers have found that his designs were incredibly detailed and showed an understanding of aerodynamics far ahead of his time. Today, concepts from his ornithopter have influenced modern aviation, including wing structures used in lightweight gliders. The armoured tank, a war machine. Centuries ahead, Leonardo wasn't just fascinated by beauty and nature, he also designed formidable war machines. One of his most impressive concepts was the armoured tank, a precursor to modern military tanks. His design featured a circular, turtle-like shell with slanted armour plates to deflect enemy attacks. Inside, soldiers would turn cranks to rotate wheels, allowing the vehicle to move in all directions while being completely protected from external fire. Although the design was never built, its resemblance to modern tanks is astonishing. Historians believe Leonardo may have deliberately introduced a flaw in the gearing mechanism, perhaps to prevent his deadly invention from actually being used in warfare. The diving suit, Leonardo's underwater warfare concept. Centuries before modern scuba diving, Leonardo da Vinci imagined a suit that would allow soldiers to breathe and move underwater. His design consisted of a leather diving suit with a mask connected to an air supply through tubes. The tubes, held above water by floating devices, would allow a diver to breathe while submerged. Although this invention was never built in his time, the concept is eerily similar to modern diving equipment. His design hinted at military applications such as sabotaging enemy ships from below, making him one of the earliest thinkers of underwater warfare. The self-propelled cart, the first automobile. Over 300 years before the invention of the first automobile, Leonardo da Vinci designed a self-propelled cart. Unlike any vehicle of his time, this cart could move without being pushed or pulled by humans or animals. It was powered by coiled springs and featured a complex gear system that allowed it to change directions. While the original design was never built, modern engineers reconstructed a working model in 2006, and it worked exactly as Leonardo had envisioned. This makes him one of the earliest pioneers of automotive engineering. The robot knight, Leonardo's mechanical marvel. In the 1490s, Leonardo da Vinci designed what could be considered one of the first humanoid robots. His robot knight was an armoured mechanical figure, capable of sitting, waving its arms, and even moving its head. Using pulleys, gears, and cables, Leonardo's robotic knight was an early attempt at automation, centuries before the Industrial Revolution. While it never went beyond sketches, the concept of a humanoid machine foreshadowed today's robotics industry, the parachute, a safe descent from the skies. While the modern parachute was officially invented in the late 18th century, Leonardo da Vinci sketched a design for one over 250 years earlier. His parachute was a pyramid-shaped canopy made of linen, which he claimed would allow a person to jump from a great height and land safely. In 2000, a skydiver tested Leonardo's parachute design, and it worked. The test proved that Leonardo had accurately understood the principles of air resistance and gravity long before modern aerodynamics were formalized. The giant crossbow, a weapon of psychological warfare. One of Leonardo's most intimidating war inventions was his giant crossbow, a massive siege weapon designed to strike fear into enemy forces. His sketches showed a crossbow over 80 feet long, capable of launching massive projectiles. The purpose of this enormous weapon wasn't just destruction. Leonardo believed it would terrify opponents before battle even began. While never built, his design demonstrated a deep understanding of psychological warfare. the revolving bridge, engineering for quick mobility. Leonardo da Vinci also designed a revolving bridge that could be quickly assembled and disassembled for military campaigns. This lightweight, portable bridge allowed troops to cross rivers or ravines in minutes and could be easily moved when needed. The concept of mobile bridges is widely used today in military engineering, proving once again that Leonardo was a visionary far ahead of his time. The ideal city, Leonardo's vision for a cleaner future. At a time when European cities were plagued by disease and overcrowding, Leonardo da Vinci envisioned a futuristic, ideal city with wide streets, clean water systems, and underground waste disposal. His design featured multi-level roads, canals for sanitation, and separate pathways for pedestrians and carts to reduce congestion. While his city was never built, the principles of hygiene and urban planning in his sketches closely resemble modern city designs. The anemometer, measuring wind for aviation. Understanding wind speed was crucial for Leonardo's flying machine concepts, so he designed an early version of the anemometer, a device used to measure wind speed. His design was simple but effective, with a rotating fan-like mechanism to gauge air currents. Today, anemometers are essential in meteorology and aviation, proving that Leonardo's foresight extended into modern science. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just an artist, he was a genius whose ideas bridged the gap between imagination and reality. His inventions, centuries ahead of their time, laid the foundation for modern engineering, robotics, aviation, and even urban planning. While many of his ideas remained as sketches, they have inspired countless scientists and engineers throughout history. Leonardo da Vinci's mind was a universe of creativity and innovation. His work reminds us that true genius is not limited by time, it transcends it. So the next time you marvel at a flying machine, a robot, or even a simple bridge, remember that centuries ago, one man had already envisioned it all. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Leonardo's inventions, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below on which invention fascinated you the most. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring history.